reason I'm done with him because I see the boy have me and the girl be with the same rock.
Hold on, the boy have you and the girl be with the same red rock?
Yes. Raga.
Yeah.
Because the girl with the next side of story about the red raga. Then people that look at me and say you're Haganiering because the way we are.
Yo, that word them mad. Haganiering. Haganiering to the flipping world.
Hi. Ragashanti are the mix of daddy. Hallelujah. Ragashanti go on and on. Yes, Ragashanti. So you know how Richie feelings this, right? And you know me have to listen to your program because you talk a crocus bag of things with scandal side of it.
Check. Make it up, my president. Make it up.
Oh, yeah.
That's right.
Ragashanti live. Oh, time. Ready.
I need soap and blend that time.
I'm want to call and talk of the things there. That's the reason I'm done with him because I see the boy have me and the girl be with the same rock.
Hold on, the boy have you and the girl be with the same red rock?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Raga.
Yeah.
We are girl with the next side of story about the red raga.
Wake up. Energy. Wake up. Yo, that word them mad. Haganiering. Let's go. Haganiering to the flipping world. Yaga.
Ragashanti are the mix of daddy.
Hallelujah.
Ragashanti go on and on.
That's right. Check.
Ragashanti. So you know how Richie feelings this, right? You know me have to listen to your program because you talk a crocus bag of things with scandal side of it.
I need soap and blend that time.
Ragashanti live.
President, wake up, President, wake up. There we go now. All right, Raga, play the tambourine.
I need soap and
Play your tambourine, though, Raga. Play your tambourine.
Ragashanti live.
I need soap and blend that time.
Ragashanti live.
Hey. What's the wine? Watch it, mama, boss a wine. Watch it, mama, boss a wine. Watch it.
I need
Whoa.
soap and blend that time.
In there. Double time now. In there. Fast one. In there. There we go.
Ragashanti live.
All right, let it go. I want Tommy Graham say late. You know, say Tommy Graham posting about I must say pretty punchy and tag her. She say let's hope she not drop asleep. Them pop down in the President for them at the galley where you see a road and thing, them pop down, you know. No stamina to them thing. Tommy Graham, she pop down. Can't stay up. You understand? Coming like when them go on top. As soon as them go on top, 99% of women when them go on top. Right, President? Not that true. 99% of women when them go on top, 3 minutes. I want to come down now. You go back. Yo, big up on yourself. Big up on yourself, people. Big up on yourself. Here we go. All right. I have a favorite topic that I always deal with, you know. X, right? I have several X topics. I'm going to start one and I'm going to carry it into Friday. We did have a discussion where we did start on Monday. But I say we need to continue. Tonight, I think Tina did talk about it too. Want to remind me, because I don't remember right now, you know, busy like our. But we have another topic we want to roll with, see? And I'm a favorite topic them for a long time. Always yield some interesting mix-up and information and entertainment. And just before me go, I want to look at something. Not the big, I want to look at something for going on. But we are going to juggle with that topic there. But of course, as usual, you guys can call in about anything you want to talk about. Any mix-up you want to run, anything you want to talk about. This is a culture and lifestyle entertainment mix-up show. A culture and lifestyle mix-up entertainment show. That's the thing there. All right? So, the calling boat, we know what calling boat, within that local realm there. Right? Lifestyle, culture, entertainment, mix-up. Right? All right. That's the thing. But the calling is nothing too heavy and concrete and whatever. Right? You have many other shows for that. You understand? But you can't call it one of a serious thing, you know. Because serious thing can still be mixed up. And we have dealt with a lot of serious things for my show, and I know that over the years. But yeah. So the topic we are going to juggle with tonight. On a call in and tell us something. What we want to do. One of the day with an X, but I'll know an X no know so no do it. Again, this is a topic you know, over the years some interesting things always happen with that topic, you know. Why you always hear something, so we're gonna try it tonight and see how it go, you know. You know, so the show late, so you know, enough time people drop asleep like Tommy Graham. Yeah, people drop asleep already, but it's all good. So the topic is, we're not going to call in and tell you something what you do when you did that with your ex, but I know your ex don't know say you did do that something there, all right? Call in and tell you something what you do when you did that with your ex, but I know your ex don't know say you did do that something there. Whatever it is, you call in and tell you, all right? But before we get to that, one little small thing and whatever, and wait. So you have this couple and thing, and this man, you know, him is one of them. They have one term up here, them called metrosexual. The term itself is not exactly popular, but it's the type of man who, is the type of man who have a particular philosophical outlook that doesn't necessarily fall within the, shall we say, the rugged alpha male type of thing. And they also engage in certain practices that also do not fall within that kind of rugged alpha male, hyper masculine type of man thing. Now, a lot of Jamaicans have seen these type of men and make assumption about them. Don't make good tell you straight up. The man we are talking about, them not gear. But them engage in activities where, you know, some people think say them not supposed to gear. But times have changed now. I notice say some people are moving from that. So let me give you an example. Man getting a manicure and a pedicure. That is something like a metrosexual man would do, you know. But him not gear. No, nothing to do with gear. But for a lot of Jamaican men, even now, but more so back in the day, but I see some things that change now. If a man I go to manicure and pedicure, right away them start at think, say him gear or whatever, and that was the thing. Times change now. In fact, a lot of women love when man go do them manicure and them pedicure. Prezi, you the pedicure and manicure and them something like that? Yeah, a normal something like that. Prezi didn't know say one time guy you couldn't get man do them something they do. You didn't know that? Are you too young for know that? You know that? Yeah, Prezi same no. One time, guy, you could have never get no man I go about them at the manicure and pedicure. I just, the thing was, oh, only woman do them something there. Now that's a common thing, you know, for man go do them man get their nails done. And well, when I say get nails done though, and I like say you got paint your nails them, you know? But you get your nails them clean and what a word of them that's a cuticle. A cuticle, right? Like whatever cuticle is, you get them look at something there, you know? Oh, well, I'm going to draw down this right there, so because. Okay, good. And close that. Okay, good. Right? So that is where, like, metrosexual, you know, it's an interesting term, but those are some of the activities them engage in a way. Back in the day, there weren't stuff that men would do. You would never hear say a man go get a facial. When me agree, you'd never hear say uptown man, you know, you have some uptown man, them used to do them something there, but where we come from, you never hear about no man from all of my area where me come from, Waterhouse and Southside and all them something. But them are going to facial. Now your man will go do them look a facial. And them your man will go spa and get them all kind of sitting, peel and all kind of sitting in here. And them, you know, your man will do them something there. Right? Yeah, them man they dress certain way. Them they know them not a problem wear certain clothes and then have nothing to do. They're heterosexual men and thing. I mean, gay men always I do them something, but me just I said them man who do them something, them not gay. So this brother, you know, him is like a metrosexual man and whatever and thing, you know. So him is a man. Him get him full body massage them. Him do him nails. You know, him get him money and him petty. Him do steam, get steam, this and whatever. So him really into, you know, that's something there and whatever and ray. So him you know, when him tell him woman say him I go get them something, it's like nothing between them, you know. And apparently now, well, she do fear thing them too. So apparently when she go fear, them not go the same place. So when she go fear place, when people do them something that them have somebody who them usually work with, right? And it's like say if you know, like if you go there, you have somebody who do your money or your petty, and if that person they do it good, you usually want to go back to that person, that type of thing. So but she and him go two different places. So she have fear place where she have go for a long time. And one time now she go there and fear person who for dead, the person not dead. So the manager say, may I recommend somebody to you. And she good man. She good. So she said, well, kind of familiar. Me I come and say a long time, you know, and even though I one person me working, me familiar with, you know, with the other one them, cause me and other customers talk and whatever. So the manager said, no, she fairly new, you know, but she not new in the thing. She did about long time. She used to work somewhere else. And she work over here, so no, but me I tell you know, so we just want she get exposed. So the woman I said, no, me not really want, you know, no. And she said, no, man, me not steer you wrong. Me not steer wrong. And she said, oh, all right. And she make, you know, she said she go try with the woman and thing. And then, you know, she go do, you know, her spotting with the woman and whatever. And the woman shot. And she like her, you know, she said, no, man, the woman is nice and thing and whatever. Really. So when Fia had a friend, with the one where she regularly use combat now, she go back to Fia, the one where she regularly use. But she tell the manager, say, listen, anytime my regular person, no whatever, me I go back to she. But the whole time she did I go back to fear a regular person. She see the woman who did chance, who did come at the place, you know, who she did work with that time then. So she always heal her and whatever, and them talk, she and her talk and good, and she, you know, two of them talk and whatever. But she not there with her, you know. So one day she in a locker room now, and she sit down and attack and whatever, and they you know, the one where we give her the spa treatment for that one time. Them a reason, and she tell her, I say, boy, our man a give her stress, you know, and thing and whatever, and him not straight with her and whatever. And she said, if I never, if I say him a the best lover she ever had, she would have stopped talk to him. And whatever, and she said him fine and this and that, and she just love the mansion and the woman who, you know, who there with the brother, who come at that spot, she say, and whatever, and them there chat. So she talk about body and them something, you know, and I said, no man, him fine, and she love him take care of himself, and she love a man who, you know, look after him nails and whatever, and then she just back out her phone and say, look at him, isn't he fine and whatever. You know, say a man she look for. You know, Prezi, a man she look for, you know. But, so what happened here now, when him a go to spy in a Prezi, alone sort out and him a get the whole of the something them from Miss Lady at the spot, but the woman left that spot, you know, and I work on different spot, but he like say him don't even know the 100 because she end up at work at the man, woman spa. At whatever the place them name. Because it's not just a massage parlor, you know. And when the woman see her man or whatever, you know, she said she frightened, you know, but she said she just clutch. And she don't say nothing, you know. You know, hey, woman bad for them something, you know. And she clutch say, you don't know why now, Prezi. You ever see them video? Them have some video on social media with some man I give woman massage, and them must say, would you let your woman, but you ever see them video there with the man all have all a woman cooch up in him face and him a rub her down and have him hand up under this one him and them must say, you know, like, would you let your woman get this type of massage? So she say, all this time, you have one little man there where she like her and the man like her a long time, and she said, nah, she nah do nothing, you know. And thing and whatever. And she said when she see that man, she start do some investigation and thing and whatever. And you know, woman do them things, so she find out, say, yeah, her man a juggle with the woman a long time. But here I know. She said she know her man nah left her. She said for them things just set that way that her man nah left her. Right? She said she just know that. She said she know, say, a film thing that. You have a look at one woman out there, and this is the woman and she find out the woman. She said she know, say, him is not the type of man who have 10 million woman out there. She said him just know, say, just a, you know? She know. Right? But she said that just give her lies if she go do her thing. So she start sleep with the brother from the gym. A gym him come from, yeah. And she said she not say nothing to her man. Simple though. She said, well, him about me. Him a do him thing. Me been one do me thing, but me the kind of whole laugh. Me and him now left. So you go and do your thing, and me do my thing. And she just keep it right there. So. No war, nothing or whatever. And she said that is fine by her. Because she said her man, everything at the house sort out, you know. You understand? She said him love her, him take care of her, them a do well. You know, because both of them are professional doing a Prezi. Them working at them big time, sitting there in a Manhattan. And what? Well, wait, you know Jersey City, right? But Jersey City actually in a Queens, you know that, right? You know one place there must be Jersey. What? Long Island City. That may make mistake with the Long Island City, right? But it actually in a Queens. But even though in a Queens, it like you have to say it in. You ever say it the next to Manhattan? So yeah, it's almost like it in a Manhattan, right? Now that's what Amazon did for go. No, that's what Amazon did for go. And AOC go make go flap it and make them up there so. So you have to call up this a Manhattan really, you know. Right? Because it's not even like, oh, Queen stay, you know? It just... So, I up there, so him do him thing and she work a man at the cross the river. Prezi, what a river they name? That is not the Hudson, because the Hudson up on the west side. What a river they name run on that Queensbridge? You know what? He named the Hudson too? And the same Hudson? Somebody soon post it here, sir. East River? Oh, East River in him. Because the side of the fireworks them usually depend on them. Because I know the Hudson River depend on the west side, but I never know where the river then here. East River. All right, well, around them side, the she depend on the Manhattan side, and him depend on the Queen side. Some down the Long Island City. But people, even though it name Long Island City, it's in Queens. And where me get Jersey City from? But you see, you pick up where me attack though. Yeah. But yeah. I'm like, oh, sugar dean. Yeah, but just like that, and she not tell him nothing, you know. She not make him no wiser. She just start do fear thing and she said, nah man, she happy with her man. So she and him happy and, you know, she don't have no problem with him, no problem with time, no problem with attention, nothing or whatever. She say him do him thing, and by accident she find out, and nothing no come in her face and ray. And she start do her thing with fear little man and whatever. And she say she nah left her man, and she say she know her man nah left her. Well, some people can't manage, some people cool with them something in a present. Some people cool with them something there. Some people cool with them something as long as it's not explicitly stated. It's like them know say it happen, and them can work with it, but don't tell them in them face say it happen, you know, because then it done. But once it hide, them will work with it. You understand? Just like that, I look a metrosexual man. I do him look a thing with the spark woman, or whatever the case may be. Anyway, people, so I don't know the drill on the calling about anything I want to call him about. But at the same time, I would love to hear if any of you have any little drama where, you know, something where you did do it when you did there with your ex. Well, I know your ex don't know say you did do that, right? Why you give you a call and tell me about it? Again, something where you did do with your ex. Something where you did do with your ex. But I know. Okay. But I know the ex don't know say you did do that something, right? So I don't know, but of course you can't call about anything else you don't want to call about. You can't call about anything else you don't want to call about. I have some ginger tea and I work with, you know. Warm up my throat. That's something that. The number is 87 from Jamaica, 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. Or if you are present, give me that call. Or if you are call from the US, toll free 888 546 8742 888 546 8742. Greetings. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Greetings.
Yo.
Wagwan.
Yo, Wagwan.
There you know.
There. To be honest, I'm into it right now.
Yeah.
Because this Grammy thing won't go away.
This what?
The Grammy thing won't go away. People now stop talking about it.
So what is it? You have a problem with it?
No. To all people that talk about it, boy, look on it this way. Look which part.
No. First, no. So no. You have to first state what the issue is so that the listeners understand what is it you're about to talk about. All right, let me tell them.
All right, yeah.
A group won the reggae Grammy, and the group is not Jamaican, and not what?
Right.
What? What go?
They're not Jamaican.
Right. Okay. Go on. Now, what is the point, you Greg? Can't make me have something to say about it. But go on, what is the point you're going to make you not talk?
Yeah, wait, look which part them there. Look which part them come from one of the most racist states in America.
Where? What
Nobody know about
yeah,
them.
what is it? What you say about the most racist state in America?
Virginia.
Virginia, all right. And what is your point?
Yeah,
So because I'm come from Virginia, that has the reputation of being a very racist state. You say them shouldn't win the Grammy.
No.
What that have to do with it?
No,
What that have to do with the criteria of winning the Grammy for the best reggae music?
We don't know them. We never hear about them. Never see them perform or anything like that.
When you say we, who you talk to? When you say we, who you talk to?
Enough people never see them perform.
Well, I know. When you say enough people, what do you mean? Enough people. Who you talk about?
We are talking about the group who win the Grammy.
Yeah, so when you say enough people not see them perform and we not hear about them, who are you talking about? Who is we?
Nobody in Jamaica, no other country.
Aha! What you mean nobody in Jamaica and no other country? All right, what you mean nobody in Jamaica? Did you research the popularity of the group?
Actually, I never hear them before. First, never hear them.
No, that is you. That is you. I ask you a question. Did you check out the popularity of the group?
No.
No?
We find out.
All right. Would you believe that they're phenomenally popular? Would you believe that them sell tons and tons of reggae music?
Whoa, that's something I would not like to hear.
Oh, okay.
Never hear them. Nobody never hear them before.
All right. Here we go on, you know.
Yeah.
You know, so most of who are complaining about them don't spend their money on reggae music. Let me say that again. Let me say that again. Well, you laugh. When last you buy a tune? When last you buy a reggae tune? Tell me now. Talk it truth, you know. Because I know you tell lie, you're going to go hell. I know you tell lie, God going to send you down to hell.
No.
And you're going to hell with L.A. Lewis, and that not go nice. So don't tell a lie. Well, just being around L.A. Lewis, that's a hell alone. Much less you're really there hell.
Yeah.
When last you buy a reggae music? Talk it got truth. No, talk it truth.
Yeah, a good while now. I'm not buying
You're real Jamaican for sure. That's a Jamaican. Yeah, it's a good while now. I'm not touch this so still.
Yeah.
That is the problem.
But me I hear tune all over.
No, you hear tune all over, but me I say, but that is the problem.
Yeah.
The Jamaicans who are cuss and a go on both dancehall and reggae music. If the artist them for the pen pan, I'm not gonna vex that who want vex, but if the artist them for the pen pan, who are complain about who win, if uno them did for the pen pan, for eat food and push the music and get encouragement for growing at the thing and make more music, if uno them would have dead for hungry. But to have the loudest mouth when somebody else win. Who love the music and out there work hard in the music. So that's the first point.
Yeah. And the thing is, we find out you're over 20 years in the business, but that's new still. That's good still for you see them and
No, but have you read them philosophy about them approach to the music? And a girl thing them in, you know?
I'm not grouting.
I'm not grouting them in, but the second thing I'm going to ask you is this. Is reggae music international?
We still are going to say yes, you know.
Yeah, of course reggae music is international. So if reggae music is an international music, should it be the case that it's only Jamaican artists them where we know if we win it?
Well, yes, because in the hip hop R&B, you can just go in it and just win something like that. You see what I say?
No, you can. If you tell me, say, in general, nobody no win this or yet outside, then fine. But you can. Feasibly you can. But you hear the other thing now.
Yeah, well.
In a hip-hop and R&B, for them fans spend money on their music, all right, to the best of your knowledge.
Exactly.
Exactly. So you reinforce my point.
Yeah.
The hip hop and R&B people, them do have a problem, with for them indigenous native fans that support for them music, We in reggae music, we have a. If Spice did for the pen pan no found for this and that for feed I pick them and all them something Spice would have by just buying record or stream or whatever Spice would have dead for hungry.
Nobody now buy it.
If ladies are come back in a dance channel, you can buy ladies are you see ladies are flirt with coming back in a dance hall. We're not gonna make ladies are come back in a dance. I don't know, support her and make she have some money so that she don't look for Sensia. So that she don't look for Sensia and Jada Kingdom and Spice. Eh?
The straight up front motorbike chance. Straight up front motorbike coffee album over chance, so.
You don't buy coffee. Well, you're probably more in the conscious thing and whatever. And you know, feature Sensia because Sensia get a beat no idea about the anal sex thing. But anyway. But the point
we don't want to hear about it.
You know want to hear about it? That's fine. But just I say, whatever, some people, whatever. But the point I'm making though is reggae is an international musical genre. When I say international, for a long time now, right? Right? We have reggae bigger Africa, right? Reggae is regionalized. Reggae is regionalized, You go in a certain area, You have the reggae artists them will run the place when we go Europe, the reggae artists them will run the place not only in each country of Europe, in each area you have reggae artists. When nobody not hear about them sound good. Right? Me go over Japan are the same thing. Right? Me go Africa are the same thing. Me go Ghana are the same thing. Me go over Ethiopia are the same thing. Me go Ethiopia, you have reggae artists there. When me say about them bad man, nobody know hear about them. But me I tell them me I hear them and them can't. Mark, when me go Italy, one brother from Jamaica, me see my perform. Yo, and when the man a perform, me I tell you, say the crowd are real for the man, man. Hundreds and thousands of white people are real for the man, When me tell you, say the man sound like fart, man.
See,
but it's a Jamaican man. Hold on. But it's a Jamaican man, And him sound like doo-doo. But he got the bass over there, so you have the element there. But me I say, outside of that, reggae is huge. It is panoramic, meaning across, many areas, many countries, many regions, and things. And reggae is diverse. Reggae is not just about Jamaica anymore. The thing don't look for when reggae get big and whatever. So, and them people are out there, them fans, not for them other area, them fans just support, hey, reggae bigger Japan, reggae. You see the reggae in Japan, them in them own world over there. Them one world over there and different region you go. Yeah. You have different artists around the place out there and them spend them money and support them artists.
So big up.
Right?
Yeah, so big up Mighty Crown, because Mighty Crown a big sound.
Alright, you know Mighty Crown. Let me tell you something, man. Me, they are Japan. And when them youth they work, you have some time you have to be Jamaican to pick up say them are not Jamaican. Because them study the thing and have the thing down to a science. Mark, some of them sound you can hear obviously, have the natural thing there. But me I tell you, alright, you see how Mighty Crown bring them thing real and them have the little nuances and the textures and the layers and them kind of lucky on the culture and them know if to talk and them have the body language. Say a whole heap of dancehall set over. Say a whole heap of dancehall set over Japan have the same flavor what Mighty Crown have. And them take it thing serious.
Wow.
Yeah. So this thing I want to talk about, look how somebody win the reggae thing and that should have happened. A joke thing on the pan. When I say that to me, actually I disrespect the music and don't even know it. Alright?
Yeah, some people seriously listen.
Listen to me. Me rather them win it than what them did when the people them who never know them I do and when them look on the selection, them just say somebody in the name Marley and them give it to the Marley. Because of that them did that do most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
That them did that do more.
I think they pull themselves. I think they pull themselves out.
Well, yeah. Because me did have a problem with that. Not that the Marley them don't produce good work, They do. I'm
Right.
just saying,
They
for
do,
a year and year, that them just look and see Mali and then give to the Mali. Right?
Mali, right.
Me rather the thing get diverse and
Yep.
thing and whatever and this and that. And that will prompt the Jamaican artists them for work hard, for make sure so them put out quality work, for make sure so people notice them thing. And listen people, whether they like it or not, them not gonna tell you no.
No.
But one of the criterion, the single of criteria is criterion. One of the criterion of the criteria to determine who win. They do look on sales. They may not tell you that them look on sales. This group sell the most. What's it not? So I show them get attention. And I say, why go on for that group here? I make people love them so. I make people spend money on that group here so. Right?
Yeah, guys, Juna can say, Juna can say, big them up. They big them up same way. So what they big them up same way.
Ah.
They big them up same way.
All right.
Big them up same way.
So that is it.
Yeah.
All right. So
Yeah,
apart
so
from that, no. So apart from that, what else I go on with you right now? Tell me something what you do with one of your ex where your ex don't know.
Single same way.
Eh? No man, I said tell me something what you did do with one of your ex. Well, I know that ex don't know say you did do that when you did there with your ex.
I got an ex-girl, yeah, that's if you know.
You go, oh, I shouldn't know all now, don't.
I don't know, I know.
No, but that is very broad and general. But you don't have something. So what you
No,
so you did burn your ex then? You burn your ex and all know she don't know say you did burn her.
Yes,
Okay, all right,
yeah,
we leave it. This.
Yeah, one. Yeah.
All right.
Leave it there, sir.
All right, big up yourself.
Yeah,
Fear, sir.
yeah, sure.
All right, no say a word.
Yeah, man.
We're going to break. I want to forward. We want to spice up your thing a little bit, man. Because no found on the must out the man. Something must. Say your ex did do you something and you do back your ex something and thing. Right? Say you did there. Say you used to there with Karen Harris. Right? President, you know Karen Harris? You don't know Karen Harris? One of the biggest troublemaker in that time. But anyway, say you used to there with Karen Harris, right? And Karen Harris did love you. But you know, she go on with that thing and you never like it, and you go on with back a thing and whatever and all. No, when you did that, Karen Harris don't know, say you did do that to her. But why you call in and tell we. Just not call her name still, all right? We're going to break, we're soon forward.
It's the Bridge 99 FM.
How you deal with?
Gonna leave.
Best cheese in the world come from Jamaica. In a little tin called tasty cheese. And the old to the young, them love that cheese, yeah. In a little tin called tasty cheese. Can't stay home if we not have tasty cheese. Can't hold a vibe if we not have tasty cheese. Easter I come me have to have tasty cheese. Family a link up me have to have tasty cheese. Oh yeah, all a little vibe with the sound, all a little vibe. All a little vibe and thing, yeah. All a vibes with the family this Easter with tasty cheese.
Wealth is not simply a means to an end. It is the means to live out loud. Wealth is more than money. It's about family, the legacy you leave behind, as well as the memories you create along the way. QMax will focus on your investments so you can achieve the future you want and deserve. Because true wealth is truly experiencing more. QMax Wealth, making more possible. Start investing today. Call 876-926-7767.
The classroom is now open. Our children are getting back to the things they love.
When they get home from school, help them to keep the family safe from COVID-19. Remind them to immediately wash hands using soap and water.
Remove uniform, turn inside out, and place in a container used to store dirty clothes.
If the uniform will be worn for a second or third day, hang it in the sun or air dry.
Shower immediately if possible.
Throw away single-use masks or place reusable ones in container used to store dirty clothes.
Stay away from family members if they are not feeling well.
Continue to frequently wash hands with soap and water.
And always wear a mask when leaving home. Let's get back to the things we love with the people we love.
A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
Stakeholders, items exported temporarily for repairs or for commercial use must first be registered with the Jamaica Customs Agency using an electronic customs declaration EX2 completed by a customs approved agent. Re-imported items which are upgraded, altered, or replaced may attract a customs duty. For customs related matters, you may email public.relations@jca.gov.jm or telephone 876-922-514-028. Jamaica Customs, keeping our customers in focus.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're invited to Team Jamaica Bickle's Labor of Love fundraising luncheon, Sunday, April 24, 12 to 5 p.m. at the Crest Hall Country Club in Woodbury, New York. Tickets may be purchased at teamjamaicabicklefundraiser.eventbrite.com. More information can be found at teamjamaicabickle.org, or you may call 718-523-2861. 718-523-2861. Come out and support our athletes or ambassadors Sunday, April 24th at the Crest Hall Country Club. Buy your tickets, teamjamaicabickle.eventbrite.com. See you there.
Team Jamaica, go.
Everybody have rights. Man, woman, and child, whether you're big or small. Everybody have rights. Look out for one another, we are sister and brother. Everybody have rights. Nobody no fi intimidate you. Nobody no fi discriminate you. As human being, respect you. Learn your rights, learn to protect you. Everybody have rights. Man, woman, and child, whether you're big or small. Everybody have rights. When you know your rights, you can't go wrong.
Yo, this is Usain Bolt, isn't me? And you listen to Bridge 99 FM. Remember that, out here, bad music.
Just a kid from the country, living the dream. Just a kid from the country, pushing the wheels. Just a kid.
Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live. Ragashanti live.
Back in the juggling, people. Back in the juggling. Do remember, say tomorrow, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, is all about that thing named Free Up. See? The realest Jamaican talk show hosted by yours truly. Me, Ragashanti, Miss Cherry Washbelly. Right on Ragashanti TV over YouTube. I make me say it like my boss said back in the day when him say, YouTube. Fire. No, Ricky Trooper. YouTube. Over YouTube. Right? Tomorrow afternoon, 1 o'clock. The thing we deal with. 1 o'clock, 1 to 5 tomorrow afternoon. Free Up on Ragashanti TV over YouTube. All right. Jesus God, where him there? You know, so we thinking in God, President. We thinking in God. Okay. Yeah, man. So, just give it a call. The topic is, call him, but we don't want to call him, but the topic is call in and tell us something what you did do. When you did there with your ex, but I'll know your ex don't know say you did do it. I'll know your ex don't know say you did do it. Call in and rinse up with some of them. Right? If you're calling from the United States, the number is 888 or Canada, United States or Canada. The toll-free number is 888-546-8742, 888-546-8742, 888-546-8742. One more time, 888-546-8742. Calling from Jamaica, the number is 876-676-4996, 876-676-4996, 876-676-4996, 876-676-4996, right? Just call in and tell about something you did go on with when you did there with your ex, but I know your ex don't know say you did do that something there, right? Whatever it is, I make you know. I call him about anything else you want to call him. I under some ginger tea, you know. That. A ginger tea around the place somewhere there, you know. There's something there. Anyway, I'm going to wait till I call him. In Ireland. Ireland. The Russian embassy in Ireland. Them need heat. Them need eat oil and gas, for run the embassy. But nobody now deliver to them because I want to go on over Ukraine. None of the oil company them a deliver oil to them. Like the Irish people, them take it thing serious. So the Russian embassy have to write to the Irish government and say, just send somebody with some oil and oil because we're under pressure. We're not on hot water, we're not on heat. The thing sticky pan way over here. We will pay for the thing up front. Money are no problem. We have our money. And thing. Some people take it thing serious. While some people are buck shuffle. See, France are buck shuffle, eh? Right? After them see what go on a butcher with one bag of dead people string out across the road and all these things. In the city of butcher where the Russian them go on with the boy people, the thing look how weird. Russia deal with the Ukrainian and wicked. And I've been reading up on it, and this thing are deep, As usual, them something the history and them something I go all the way back. But if you were to synopsize everything, right? From what I've been reading and researching and checking out, right? Ukraine, apparently, from what I found out, is just like this jewel over in another region there. It's just like this jewel. It's like in terms of them raw material, them resources and all these things and whatever. If I may use a metaphor, I was going to say something about the feminists. I'm going to say, boy, that was sexist. All right, I'm not going to say woman. Just like Ukraine is like this sexy person. So you have a whole heap of country over there, but Ukraine for different reasons, And a lot of it had to do with resources. A lot of it has to do with culture and all them something there. But Ukraine was this like really sexy person where everybody in that region there has always wanted for hundreds of years. And Russia goes so boom and say, you are for me. And Ukraine fight back and left Russia and Russia take it back and this and that and whatever. So this thing has been going on between them for a very long time. But what is unmistakable is that Russia, even from the time of the Tsar and them people, has always had an imperial interest in Ukraine. And I choose imperial, because, you know about imperialism. We have had our version of it in the Caribbean and in Africa and whatever from the Europeans and things. So Russia has always had an imperial interest in Ukraine. So when Mr. Putin they talk about say, boy, his attitude it's almost like a personal thing with him, It's like, I forget Ukraine. Ukraine belong to it. You know, like when them gunman they say, you're my woman, and you're gonna get you have to dead then. And that's something they are going on, It's a kind of male masochistic arrogance, where me there with you, I'm gonna spend enough money upon you, right? And me take you over, I'm gonna spend enough money upon you, so I'm gonna own you. So you don't have no right to be independent. You are part of my thing, and my house living. And that's support thing I come from, It's a gangster thing. Right? And that is just my synopsis of what I've read so far. So them have no legitimate claim to Ukraine. Right? But them just, for them thing is like, you're not supposed to depend on your own. You are part of we. You belong to we. This whole thing about your independent, as far as Putin concerned, we not accept that. So when you hear them talk about the military threat and all them something, that foolishness in my talk. From when I read, there's never been an instance where, the Russia have any reason for things say Ukraine have come at them and whatever. Every time Ukraine end up a fight them after Russia move to them and start kill them off, and then them fight them back and defend themselves, right? Because when you just check out timeline, just check out Russia and Ukraine historical timeline of events. Google something like that. I'm sure there must see something that they were kind of explain some things to you. But the arrogance that you're seeing right now from the Russian side, it's historical. It's not like Ukraine has committed some sort of injustice against Russia. It's not like Ukraine seceded from Russia and just go call itself. Ukraine has always been by them or themselves, but Russia always takes it upon them. Right? And just believe, say, them own them. Right? And just believe, say, them own them. And it's the type of thing now where any of me not get you, and you not come to me, I'll kill you. Yo, hey Russia never do a thing right now. Them all just take up thousands, hundreds of people me here, probably thousands. Well, somebody can't confirm the number. And I said, we are bringing to come Russia, come live. Just I take them out, and I bring them over. It's like them, is it wipe out like is operationalized now. Much dead body. Why? We can we are biased, so and just kind of be indifferent to it because it's something happening in a distant land and whatever. But I feel if people, feel it for them, and just as somebody has the power for just get up and say, I want to know. I said, but you can't go one way. You're not come. No, I want to live by myself. I don't want to be dead. Somebody does have the power to do that unprovoked. And then just come up with some little spurious, weak justification about denazification. That time, even a Nazi thing issue over there. Whatever. Crazy. Anyway, want to give me a call. Who want to call about whatever this and that? Because Hot and Spicy, the latest classic, come and put up your inner it, From 11 years ago, Hot and Spicy, the latest classic, come and put up your inner it. From 11 years ago, you call it with one proper mix-up and thing. Right? I did I say, you never get swipe yet, and you want to get a swipe, and I think you ask me to set up a link for you, to see if you can get a swipe because you want experience or something that for you told them drop off of your body. Something. This is from 11 years ago. This is from January 2011 Hot and Spicy. That are the latest classic when we just put up over Ragashanti TV on YouTube. The title of that show is I think the exact title is Bombard Part 2 of the G-string mix-up. Yeah, because Part 1 didn't put up. So Hot and Spicy, you can go check out that here. And all I know who just want some, just understand now, say, you have some people at them, say Ragashanti from Dine Kingdom come, right? People are support the thing from them time. That's a perfect example, Hot and Spicy from 2011. Second back of me and the whole crew, big up on yourself, proper respect. And people go check out the classics them over there and check out the show them over there. Ragashanti TV on YouTube. That's the thing. Anyway, the number from Jamaica again, 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. 876-676-4996. If you're calling from the United States or Canada, 888-546-8742. Sometimes I forget them last four number there. 888-546-8742. 888-546-8742. 888-546-8742. Boy, the amount of people who leave a certain radio station in a Jamaica, I wonder what go on over there. The amount of people, this slow but deliberate exodus from a certain radio station in a Jamaica, I wonder what soon I'm not staff over there to rotting. Which is interesting because me here said them I make money now. Me say them I make some good money off of them outside broadcast now over the station. So. Notice somehow they link me about it and I say, you're not, people is not everything I talk on, you know. There's some things I leave alone. Right? There is some things yeah. Prezi, you know, see what somebody write on it in the chat there, right? Prezi. Prezi. Uprise family. RBG. Big salute to the show. Up you mighty black race and accomplish what you may. Black nation rise and somebody near shot, man. Find the thing. It look like him just find the thing, you know, man. No, man, we got scroll down, Prezi. Scroll down. You don't see it? Press it down. Press. All right, hold on. See there? Don't delete it, you know. Eh? No, don't delete. I don't know. I just show you. Oh, mic is distorted. Me? No. But me tell you what cause it, President. Because of the recording them distorted too. I say it on here. I tell you. I tell you what cause it. I tell you what cause it, President. Right? If you reboot the thing, it's alright and thing. But you have to keep doing it. You can't manage the thing right. The thing heavy, you know, you know. You know, see thing global, you know. 24/7 president thing or whatever, man. You need a brand new something over there for that. You can't manage the thing right, you know. Yeah, and then, but I been to tell you. I don't know, I tell you. It been a going from what year? Every show. You know? So you can't. No, Vinny, another one there. But they might fit them issue too. They might fit them issue too. I be a things that go on in Jamaica right now, you know. Be a something that go on in Jamaica. We have another instant. I am making an appeal. And you know what? All right, before me say it. All right, on a year what they may tell you say, you have some things you don't understand in Jamaica. You know? We grew up with the term gunman. We grew up with the term rapist. President, if somebody say, yo, somebody get raped over so and so in Jamaica, right away, what you think? A man rape a woman? Fine. If somebody say, yo, them shut up some people on us and whatever, this and that, them kill 2 men or so, right away, what you think? It's a gunman kill them, don't? Well, listen to me, you know. Jamaica, you have gunwoman down there, yeah? You have gunwoman, right? I mean, I balance up my thing, you understand? I deliberately not go too far. But when I say sometimes when you're in some position, I want to watch your head back, I want to careful and all them something there. Most of you want to have a little thing where you just watch man. And I say, boy, at a man there go do so and so. And you see one man and thing and you get boomy and thing because you think say you know want a man there hold you down or the man there go rob you or the man there go shoot you. Jamaica, you have women that do the same thing. So when you not exercise care and caution around woman too. I'm going to tell you a thing when I did get fight for when I did at Jamaica because I talk about it and certain people never want me to talk about it. You have it's a common thing down there now for woman to rape woman in Jamaica. You ever hear anything about that, President? You ever hear anything about that? You know hear nothing about that, right? Because it's not talked about, you know. just out of common sense, just use on a common sense reasoning, right? I mean, I'm telling you from now, them something me talk about at Jamaica, and certain elements them organize themselves, and them come at me, and the thing they get serious. I want to know about some of them story there already or whatever. But quite a few young, it's still right now, you have some bad woman, some gun woman, some woman who arm up and all these things and whatever. And just like man who have excessive power, just like man who, through, means of aggression, them exert themselves on woman and do what them want, and them something there. And we all know some man a do them something there already. We all know, say, yeah. Well, people, woman a do it down there too. And just like how, there's certain uncomfortable dynamics surrounding women who, when they're sexually abused, them feel like them don't have a voice, or when them talk, nobody not going to hear them or understand them. And the same thing happen with women who are beat up young girl and rape them down at Jamaica too. Right? Because we hear the something of them. We hear the something of them. And one of the confusion, right? Because it come up in one of the, this come from one of the name of them, the last classic I put up. Because if you don't listen to it, you're not going to hear a lady calling. First, she give a mix up about, our friend, our best friend, try to take her man behind her back when she did a travel. And did all a set up wedding with him and Ray, and over man to go be there in the Westgate area, and she said whenever she get the, our man tell her what the friend are do and then plan for the friend and blah, 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 and she and her man end up married. But anyway, at the night now, after them married, and they were Christians too, so at them wedding night, them decide to do them thing, for do the do. And when she did that do, she had what them do. I'm on radio, so I can't get too detail. Well, I'm on Bridge 99 FM. Basically, she saw no evidence of her losing her virginity. And so it is, she posed a question. This was on air, She said, Raga, can a woman lose her virginity from a swipe? I don't know. I came up with an alternate word for oral sex, which was swipe. We have this dance with the Broadcasting Commission. So, I tried to come up with all these other words that people could use to make a point without having these, the traditional trigger words. So swipe was synonymous with oral sex on my show. So she said, yo, can a woman lose her virginity from a swipe? And then I explained to her as best as I could that that women, a smaller percentage of women, actually lose their virginity in some of the most interesting ways. When they're involved in all kinds of activity, like, their hymen will break, right? Now, well, I also made a distinction that, I just wanted to make her know that some people refer to losing your virginity that you actually had to have some sort of sexual intercourse. Some people just think about it that way, irrespective of whatever going on with the hymen. Basically, let me say, have you ever had sex at least once, right? As opposed to, no, losing a virginity is about the hymen. So the question was interesting that she posed it, like, could you, do that? So I kind of explained to her. So in general, no. In general, no, not no go so. In fact, after she explained further, I said, no. you didn't lose your virginity from the swipe and thing or whatever. But the reason why she asked that question, I remember, you know, this was somebody who called 11 years ago in Jamaica. So she said she was in university, I think it was, yeah, and she had 2 roommates. And cut long story short, you can't list it, but cut long story short, the 2 roommates them plan up for her, hold her down, throw her up on the dining table, and do what them want to do with her. And she said she tried to fight them off at first, but she said the 2 of them did fat, 2 fat women, 2 fat, fluffy lesbian woman who was her roommate. Fling her down on the table and thing and hold her down and thing and whatever. And here's the interesting thing. She said she tried to fight them off. And she couldn't get to fight them off because she said 2 fat ones and hold her down. And she said after she tried to fight them off, she stopped trying to fight them off. Me ask her why, and she explained. She said, because it just feel good. And I just make them do what they want to do, you know? So, you know, in a confused state now, she asked me, you know, so you think so that's I'm lose my virginity? And then, you know, I'm not going away, but I explain to her, say, you never lose your virginity, this. But in engaging in a discussion about it, and thing, there's a whole issue. Was that rape? No, unmistakable to me. Of course it was rape. But of course, then you end up to confront these things, you know, where exist in a Jamaican culture. What make them think I can still go on. And people think nothing wrong with it. 1, what you mean rape? I can't rape. Woman can't rape woman. Again, people, that is absurd. Rape is forcing somebody into a sexual interaction. Forcing them against their will. Them don't want to do it and you force them. That is rape, fundamentally. Just fundamentally. So if somebody explicitly don't want to do something and you force them to go do it, that is rape. So it's rape if a woman do it to a woman. It's rape if a man do it to a man. It's rape if a man do it to a woman. And it's rape if a woman do it to a man. So this notion that woman, when the Jamaicans have that woman can't rape woman, absurd. And that woman can't rape man is absurd. That's the first thing. The second thing, and by the way, this was a discussion with a friend of mine, you know, my brethren, so I don't even know why I'm a brethren. I must say, Raga, but she didn't like it. I'm going to ask him a simple question. A lot of women say unfortunately, when they're experiencing sexual assault, just for them own safety, them allow the man to do what he do. There is a famous case too where a man a rape a woman and then she beg him and say, all right, put on a condom. And his argument was, she tell me, put on a condom so I don't rape her, whatever. And he's like, dude, you're going to rape her. She said, well, at least let me try to come out of this as best as I can. I don't know what you have. I don't know what kind of disease you can go give me or whatever. So if it's like, I'm going to put on a condom. If I can't prevent it, I'm at least put on a condom. But it's still rape. And then the other one now is it possible that somebody forced themselves on somebody and if the person experience pleasure of it, it's still sexual abuse? Yeah, it's possible. Is it just automatic that it's sexual abuse? No. There can be mitigating factors, admittedly. But in general, it is sexual abuse. It's still sexual abuse. Right? I do know that this type of subject matter can be very triggering, so I just want to apologize to the people who might be having some disturbing and uncomfortable flashbacks now about this and that and whatever. But as a discussion ensued, it made me talk to somebody. And he must have talked to him and whatever. I'm going to pick up right away because when he must tell her to talk to me, she said, no, I don't want you to come off of the phone. And he must say, no, man, somebody can't. And she said, no, Raga. She said, no, I don't want you. I want you on the, because she know him, you know. And we kind of tell, say it's a sensitive thing or whatever. And you know, and we put on a different hat, was appropriately patient with her and listen. And unfortunately, it was in a situation where all I could do is comfort her. But she was struggling with that thing to where if it did feel a certain way for her while it was happening, she was actually experiencing some guilt there, like, you know. But, you know, it didn't feel good. People know that a lot of the predators, that is exactly how they think. That is exactly how they think in their arrogance. They really, them think them weird too, right? Even though those type of actions, they're about power and exerting yourself over the other, and, you know, people who do them something, them get off on that. Them like to see the person in a pain and a cry and a beg them get off on that, you know, the power and thing and whatever. But a part of them arrogance is the idea that you will like it. And if you like it, then it's cool. And then them never do nothing wrong. But it's still wrong. It's wrong if a man do it to either man or woman, and it's wrong if a woman do it to either man or woman. Now, you do have some, I don't even want to go there because some people run with it, but you do have some familiar situations where, you know, some sort of exerting of pressure occurred in the interaction, or some sort of behavior that one could characterize as the exerting of pressure that resulted in compelling the other party to acquiesce or to give in. And that, yeah, you can have situations like that you can say, well, no, that based upon just that particular set of facts there, you can say, well, no, that wasn't real. So it's not an absolute. I'm just saying, don't go down this path that you start thinking automatically that once somebody hold on somebody and force themselves upon them, and if it did feel good to the person who never forced themselves upon, then it just automatically cannot be sexual abuse. Don't think that way. Give me a call, Prezi. Hello.
Yes, good night, Mr. Raga.
Good night.
How are you, sir?
Yeah, are you on speakerphone or earpiece or Bluetooth?
No.
Okay, so we are get a little bit echo from you, but yeah, talk. Mm-hmm.
Yes, so your topic of what you were talking about, and you're talking about now and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is that my piece of contribution is that, do you know that you have people or women out there who, when they get raped or they have been raped and stuff like that, you know that they accept it and think it's a good thing?
that people who have been raped, they accept it and think it's a good thing. Could you explain a little bit more, please?
Yeah, yeah. I was in a circumstance where I met someone or some folks and stuff like that, and the female was there, and he said she is in her experience of having a child.
I'm sorry. Could you say that again, please? Because your phone. Yeah. Go on.
From her experience.
Yeah.
She having a child.
She having a what? She having a what?
She I had a child.
A child. Okay.
Yeah, and she says that we were talking about the subject of rape, and how you would have put down the fact that if you are being raped and say you're cursing and say it's a bad thing that to happen for any human being, and whatever.
Right.
Yeah. They want to say that I am wrong. I shouldn't talk like that because it's not every woman who gets raped who thinks it is wrong.
So the person in response to you say what you were arguing is wrong because it's not every woman who gets raped think it is wrong. Okay, and those were the exact words to you, right?
Yeah, in that form. It not must be the exact, but it's what I'm
right.
across, this thing when you are trying to get communication, you try to get across here. You don't know why it go like that, or what is the psychology that make up the mentality that rape could be right. How can rape be right?
But to the best of your knowledge, the people who were, because there's several things going on there. There's a whole bunch of different things, or a combination of the different things them going on there. I can explain some of them to you. But specifically the people who were talking to you, in terms of the different possibilities, where were they coming from with it? Were they saying that, oh yeah, they done, but me didn't like it? What was their? Did they give you a reason for why they reached that conclusion?
I can't see how them come to that conclusion because to me, rape is just a brutal way of sexual release. You understand?
All right, hold on. All right, hold on. Let me just ask you something. Did you say the person who said that to you had a child from being raped?
Yes.
All right. So that is one layer, and let me kind of give you a sense of what is going on right there. All right. The child was a product of the rape, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Broadly speaking, the dilemma that a woman usually end up in there is that if she continues to see what happened to her as an awful, terrible, disgusting experience that resulted in her child, those women very often grapple with, loving the child who is a reminder of that experience. You follow me so far?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Most mothers, not all, because some mothers just, unfortunately, the child get the bitter end of the stick. But most mothers, at some point, reach some conclusion that the child had nothing to do with this, what happened, right? And them start love them pitney and them see the innocence and the beauty of the children and, growing up and developing into the best human being that they can guide them to be. And in seeing that, they are thankful for their children. And in being thankful for their child, or children, whatever the case may be, but let's just say child, and in being thankful for their child, They reconcile the experience just as a coping mechanism primarily. Because if them stay in that state where they look on the rape for what it was, if it was an awful, terrible, disgusting experience, then it becomes difficult for them to love their child the way that they think their child deserves to be loved. So a lot of women, they reconcile that tension between the rape, which is supposed to be awful, and the child, which is a beautiful product that them carrying on them belly and bond with and all these things. They reconcile that by minimizing the brutality or the cruelty or the gravity of the rape in order to put themselves in a position where they can better cope with their child. And that is why I was saying there's many little layers to it, but I just giving you one example, in the case where a child come from it. So I'm sorry, go on.
Yeah, because I say in that conversation and that revelation, if myself, she could have me to say something like that. Say rape is a wicked a bad thing which shouldn't happen, and stuff like that. To any human being, to that matter.
No, you see, unconsciously, what, and this may sound absurd, but unless you're in their space, you would even understand it. When somebody in other space they who have molded that justification in order to love them child, when them hear somebody condemn rape, what them hear is that you are tell them say them are do something wrong in being thankful and loving the product of the rape. So in other words, it's like, what them hear is like, I'm going to go against my picnic. I'm not go against my picnic. Which is not what you're doing, Which is not what you're doing. Because you are looking at the act separately from the child. But you have to understand.
We know that really carrying the children for tonight, just the fact that you have
I'm sorry. No, wait. Speak a little, sir, because I tell you, your phone have a strong echo thing to it. Yeah.
May I say, we know that carry nothing like her offspring in it, No, we know that say that we were talking about the fact that, the whole topic of rape and abuse, sexual abuse and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And then, she was saying to me that not to say that because rape is not always a bad thing, and stuff like that. So we know that carry nothing but offspring and stuff like that.
No. I'm sure you weren't. But you see, you see, on her side, either unconsciously or consciously, you see, you can't separate it, For a mother, I can guarantee you, when she have that child inside of her, and it's all kinds of things go through for her mind when, from she pregnant, from the rape, what me I go do, and and she would have gone through some sort of journey that led her to a point where she can balance up her thing and say, all right, me can function in other space, So you can't keep it separate, It's harder for a woman who was raped and a child come about to separate that child from the experience that brought the child. Mm-hmm. You understand? Mm-hmm. So what I usually say to people in those positions is, when you see a mother in that come up with a justification that works for her, I usually suggest to people, don't try to prove anything to them about rape. Just understand where she is and leave her alone for cope with it. If she has reached a point where it's not a problem for her, just leave her, make sure that. And the only time the only time I encourage people to say, all right, no, check them, is if they're trying to impose their reconciled justification onto somebody else who was raped and don't like it.
That's what she was doing. She was saying that to me. You understand? That's what those people were doing at the time. They tried to get like you brainwashing me to say, no, don't say that. Rape is not a bad thing. Or rape is not always a bad. That's what they were saying to me. And I like they want to brainwash me over now to make me over to say, come after that. Don't say that again. Do not go and say rape is a bad thing all over. You understand?
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
That is why from here you touch this topic. Let me say it to you because I mean this thing is a really puzzling and it's psychological and mental something where really pick your brain at that, you know, and stuff like that.
So tell me, based on what they were trying to kind of use your sentiments here to impose on you, and what I'm hearing from you is that you resisted their imposition, and not only you resisted, but you still hold that, you know, rape is fundamentally a bad and awful thing, and that nobody can convince you otherwise say it is such. Where are you now with it, with what they said to you, and what you think about what, you know, where are you now with that?
Well, what happens is that me always hold to the fact. I know from a mental and a psychological point that rape is a bad thing. You see, rape is like after you. It's better if like a man take you and raping a woman or a girl and stuff like that. Somebody who is overpowering you and sexually exploiting you. It's better if they kill you more than leave you. Go back over that again. It's like you're dying again. Okay?
Wow.
Yeah, you're dying.
Hold on. You're saying that and correct me if I'm wrong, are you saying that rape is such an awful thing that better the man just kill you than for rape you and left you if you deal with the rape? That's what you're saying, right?
Right.
Wow.
Dealing with it is like you're dying again. It's like they took the knife or the gun and they put it in your heart and you died, right?
Wow.
And it's better if they just kill you and leave you and you die, right? More than you're breathing the breath of life and you're living back that thing. It's like they're killing you again over and over. And if you don't know how to mentally and psychologically rise above it, you will have to kill yourself to get out of that pain and misery.
So if a woman who is raped do not have the psychological tools in order to prevail against the impact of what they have experienced, you're saying living with it after it happened is like dying over and over again, and with the inability, the incapacity to manage it, to overcome it, it may result in that person killing themselves.
Yes.
Wow.
Just to get rid of the pain and to make the pain stop, you know? That pain, that hurt.
The hurt and the pain.
Remember, it's hurting you spiritually. It's hurting you mentally. It's hurting you emotionally. It's hurting you psychologically. You understand? And it's hurting you physically. So you one can't manage all of them, Khalid, here. If you don't have a support system to get through, then you're not going to make it through it.
Right.
You understand?
Right.
So it's something that tears you down, break down back the system, carry you back down to zero, like you're in the dust that they carry you back down in the dirt from the ground where you make up from.
Those are some powerful. Those are some powerful images you're using to explain the impact of it.
Yeah. That is how gruesome and awful rape is. Okay, rape and sexual abuse is not a good thing.
Right.
That is why you see I called you the other night. I told you that these men that are perverts, sexually perverts and rapists of little young children, boys and girls. I tell you, you know what they are doing to them, brother? Do you know the amount of danger, hurt, and cruel and criminals they're making out of these young children? Huh?
True.
It's a bad thing. It's a bad thing to happen. You hear me?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a good thing. I'm telling you, it's not something that is good. It tear your back. You don't have no self-esteem, you know. You see, all I do is no pride, you know. All I do is something that gone long time, you know. Yeah. And you see, if you don't have member, you know, me tell you that the 5 of them, you know. You see, if you don't have even 3 of them, and the support to get you back up on your feet, you're gone. You see, you can go mentally out of your mind because of that. You understand? You can become a mad person because of it. You can die, even just die like that, because how your mind is going, you can't fit up to your body. You understand? And sometimes even when your mind is gone so much that your body has to go too. You understand? After that experience. You understand? The body, the nutrition that you're feeding it can't accept it again. You understand? So your body is deteriorating, your mentals are gone. You understand? You don't have and so you can even die after that, you know. I'm not saying that you kill yourself, you know. Some sickness can take you and you just die after that. You understand?
Right.
You don't have the resistance to stand up and all the support system. And then when your mind, it starts to play in your mind again, and those experience coming over and the death roll, and you hear it's like, oh Lord, it's come like it's the devil calling you, you know? Saying, come, why you not just come, you know, to say you're done already. Come over here, so just take the knife and take the pills and come to me. We will make you get comfort, you understand, and just so you feel.
But let me ask you something, and if you don't mind me saying this, you know, in your discourse thus far, you have you have kind of, you know, you're actively exploring that that part where the impact of it is such that you may end up engaging in self-hurt, you know. And I noticed one that you have kind of stayed there in what you're talking about thus far, and not only have stayed there, but you have some powerful imagery, you know, to explain the depth of the hurt and the pain there, and the imagery and the symbols and your language that you use, you know, they're teetering. You keep teetering on the edge of, like, you know, of death and suicide and strong things. So if you don't mind me asking, are you at a good place now? Are you at not a good place, but are you at a better place where?
At a comfortable place, not a good place. I'm not at a good place.
Well, if you
I'm
don't,
just comfortable.
Do you?
Here I am.
Hold on. Do you find yourself at any point contemplating suicide or giving up?
Oh, yes, man. Only part time.
You do?
Only part time. Yeah. But then you have to have the resilience to tell yourself, what are you living for? That's what you have to ask yourself. If you don't recognize what you're living for, you will easily just do away with your life. Okay? If you don't have a reason for living, you can take your own life. Or you can make someone else do it for you.
When you come up with those reasons, are the reasons usually external to you or are they internal to you? And that might sound a little bit academic, but are the reasons like people who need you or depend on you, or are the reasons are the reasons more along the line like what you mean to yourself or you value yourself? You know, what are the reasons?
Right. You see? That's it. I have external reasons right now too, why I wouldn't go that road.
Right.
And you see the self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
My self-esteem, I told you I had none at one time, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I had to build on it, start to work on the self-esteem.
Mm-hmm.
And now I am not gonna tell you that I am 100% on the self-esteem, but I know that I passed the half already.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I am going back up. Yeah, with the self-esteem, and that is the thing. It's for you to be steadfast and know that God is there to everything.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm.
And you have to have a relationship with God in order for your self-esteem to come up back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And when you value, you reach a point where you have to value yourself. From your reach off, you don't go back to the half again.
So your spiritual growth has been has also been quite instrumental and influential in helping you to grow stronger and stronger from that unpleasant space, correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then anybody, I can tell you, male or female, it doesn't matter, young or old, it doesn't matter. If you do not have that spiritual relationship with God, you understand, your maker, your creator, to carry you through it, you're not going to make it through.
If you don't mind me saying this to you, I am happy for you that you have figured out how spiritual growth can be helpful to you, but give it that there are people listening to you, and that there's a possibility that there are other women hearing this, and give it that you just said, if they don't have some form of spiritual relationship with God, that they will, you just use an absolute term there, that they will never make it out. I would like to suggest to you that perhaps what works for you mustn't necessarily work for somebody else. They may have their way of getting out. So I don't want anybody to hear what you just say and think like, they're a lost cause if they're not, on the spiritual journey that you are and that they experience. I know that is not what you meant. I know you were just explaining, how powerful that has been. Wait, just 1 second. How powerful that has been for you. But I don't want people to hear you say, if they don't experience that growth in spirituality that you did, that it's a lost cause for them. I don't want them to think that here.
No, man.
Right.
No.
Okay.
No, not as that. They don't have to be, because they can have a good mentality about this and know how to approach it with the physical health that they can get. You understand?
Right.
They can have good mentors and good well-wishers, fire partners and stuff like that. We can help them get through it. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm saying that in my world, where
you're in your journey, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes, I drew back in my psychological space and went back into my spiritual space and in my mentality. I could withdraw that.
Right. Understood.
To go through it, So yes, everybody, because the Bible says that 7 brothers, 7 different minds and 7 different, approach and stuff like that. So everybody not going to approach it from the same direction and the same door.
Right. I'm going to take a break now. We're past the break time, but I just want to commend you again for your growth and the way that you the difficult journey you have been experiencing in towards the objective of overcoming what is an awful thing. And I fully support you that to hold that this fundamentally is a bad thing, and that if anybody try to convince you otherwise that it's a good thing, that you're quite right, in resisting such efforts and things, and as you continue to grow and get beyond this. All right? Thanks. Thanks for sharing here.
Okay, yes, okay, that's all.
All right, then, blessings, man. Cool.
Yes.
Prezi, Let me take the break.
Decades of hits from the classics to current tracks. You'll find it all on the Bridge 99 FM, the station for everyone.
Look who is back.
I'm scared.
You should be, because the fix is back.
That's right, we're back. The Fix is making its return to radio at our new home, Bridge 99 FM. We're bringing you news, reviews, and interviews.
We're doing this again?
Yes, this again, every Thursday, 9 to 10 p.m. on Bridge 99 FM.
Oh, since people run and hide.
Hashtag The Fix on the Bridge.
Hashtag run and hide.
Oh my God!
Morning, officer.
Morning, ma'am. Looking for a suspect in a current investigation? I need to search your premises.
Then why you want to search my home, officer? Me and my family have a right to privacy, you know. And we have a right to protect our home from illegal search. Can I see the search warrant?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. You can come do your search, but me have to watch you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Everybody have rights. Brought to you by the National Family Planning Board and the Office of the Public Defender.
Shell Rimula R4X with dynamic protection technology is a combination of Shell's leading industry-based oils and adaptive additive technology to create an oil that gives you the triple protection of more miles per gallon of fuel, better engine protection, and lowering the cost for maintenance. Shell Rimula R4X, the engine oil that works as hard as you do. Proven performance. Check your nearest auto parts dealer for Shell lubricants today.
Every person, adult or child taken into police custody, is entitled to legal representation by an attorney. It's your right. Ask the police to call a duty counsel for question and answer, identification parade, and application for station or court bail. The duty counsel program is free.
A message from the Ministry of Justice.
New style. Yes. New flow.
The Bridge.
The Bridge 99 FM to the world.
This is Zion Stewart, and you're listening to my dad, the awesome Ragashanti, on Bridge 99 FM.
Yeah, man, welcome back up in our juggling. I know I go, you know. I know I'm redundant with this, so I want to hear it over and over. But a talk show that is lifestyle oriented. It's not just about politics, or it's not just about church, or it's not just about hunting. It's about life, and life is organic, and there is a permanent element of unpredictability. Nobody knows what the future is. Such is life. So things happen, and you just roll with it, and you learn from it, and you grow from it. So the shows are like that. All right? And at those times, I have to wear multiple hats. So I go. But just to reinforce a point that originally led to this. It is my opinion, I don't have any hard data on statistics related to this type of thing in Jamaica. And even if I did, unfortunately, it's one of those subject matter that, for obvious reasons, it's hard, next to impossible, to get really credible data on these things, these types of activities, because they are, they're underreported. Sexual abuse is underreported, and particularly so, unfortunately, in a country like Jamaica, where some of this type of thing is so standardized and entrenched that it represents the normal, sadly, for many in our populace, in the Jamaica's populace, But I was a lecturer at the University of the West Indies, And I was always someone that many students felt comfortable talking to, you know, in confidence about certain things. And one of the things that came up over and over were young girls who were being sexually abused by women. And their thing is, who do you report this to? Who do you talk to or whatever, you know? And as best I could, I made recommendations to them and so forth, while at the same time respecting their wishes to maintain confidentiality in certain ways. But it is a problem there. There are people there who you bring it up on them, say, ooh, it's different. That's one thing you always hear. Two, the time you pay attention to what woman do to woman, you need to pay more attention to what man do to woman. That is some of the reaction we get to. And several others. It's like, yeah, so yeah, there are a lot of men out there abusing women. Jamaica knows that. And Jamaica is actively tackling that. I never hear anybody talk about. I never hear it on the national space or, you know, on the big talk show them are the people who attack dancehall and I blame dancehall for this. I don't hear them talk about it. Them don't talk about women who are sexually abusing women. Them just don't talk about it. And there's some women who have gotten so brazen with it that when I was there, I was threatened several times, you know, with it. One time somebody called in and talked about a situation where reach her with some powerful woman, the helper, I remember that. That led to a series of events and whatever where, you know, certain elements organize themselves and thing and whatever and mobilize their resources, make phone call who this and that, all kind of threat reach me and all them something and whatever and get him off a radio and them call who them want call. One will heap of drama. To the point where me also say them out for draw me on a certain level Twitter now, I start pre them certain way. I say, you know, I walk, I breeze them people here, you know. Because them think them bad and them head hot and whatever, I know some me could have get mad too. You understand? Some just say, you hear me? Breeze them, load them, you know, before the thing reach certain level. But it's something very real in Jamaica. And I'm asking the powers that be and the powerful stakeholders out there and people who have some influence in these matters that if young ladies come to you and seek your help and your assistance because they said they were abused by, you know, women, do not dismiss them. Find somewhere to be of assistance to them and definitely find somewhere to protect them. And who knows? I don't know what the state of the law is right now with that, but at best what I can remember is people saying there are provisions in the law for assault. There are provisions in the law for assault and battery, as we would say, you know, attack, if somebody, whatever. So supposedly women can seek some redress, some you know, legal relief under those doctrines. But I think it would be helpful if we had language in the law that not only the language not only exists, but the language is publicized, and that the language can live within people out there to say, you know, that explicitly say that, you know, rape, a woman can rape a woman. And I know it sounds absurd enough, I don't know, but For real. And I don't mean to muddle the waters too much and whatever. But people, I know of two instances, one in Spanish Town and one in Portmore, where one with 3 women, one with 4 women, where they rape a man and sexually abuse, in each case they sexually abuse a man. Terribly, terribly, terrible. And the one in Spanish Town, when he's tried to get help from the police, them laugh off him and run him out of the station. I really think I'm telling you people. Right? And woman beat him up and do all kind of things to him, sit down in him feet, all kind of things to him. So even to man, and then, I can understand now some woman I said, that when I paying about no man about woman I rape man, look how much man I rape woman out there. I agree. They must be held accountable also. They must be held accountable. But all I'm saying is, at least people are talk about that. About man, when we go in a dance hall, them come and burn out rapists. All the while in a dance hall, whatever, you understand? Courts still a whole rapist and thing accountable and thing like that. But in the courts, in jail, in prison or whatever, all rapists are men. Yet you have these victims out there. People suffering a lot out there. At the hands of some women, and they're just under the radar and them a get away with it. Just because our thinking is such that we don't even consider it. And while these things have been occurring and still occurring, people are being victimized. Them experience some terrible, terrible pain and disrespect and some serious trauma. That is affecting them in many ways that they don't even know that is a trauma affecting them, that's causing them to behave certain way and to see the world in certain way and to not be able to function in their relationships in certain way, relating to their children in certain way. Them don't even fully understand it and thing, but in its literal form, they knew it was something bad and thing. But the way Jamaican society set up, them not have nobody to turn to. People are something I get cussed out for you, when I bring it up one time, People them cuss me out, man. But I want to commend the caller before on her resilience, on her strength, and the way that she do her best to work out, the impact of that on herself and how she can best overcome it. And her strength in pushing herself to figure out ways to deal with it and then to apply those things. To first understand what's going on with it and then to figure out how she can best protect herself and take care of herself and grow from strength to strength. I'm big her up for that. But at the same time, I want you to listen what the language that she used. She used some, in terms of the impact of this thing. You hear some very strong, fatalistic, some very graphic imagery, associated with being suicidal or just giving up or hurting yourself and so forth. And that is very, very real. you know. But she has gone in combat with those feelings, you know, fight them. And it's a whole complex of psychological struggle for her, you know. And she a fight. And still a fight, you know. If any of you are in that position and you have the resources to get help, to talk to somebody about it, you know, somebody who will maintain confidence in what you're saying, be confidential about what you're sharing, that can be helpful. I know some of you talk to your pastor or your minister or a grandmother or a friend or so. That helps. There are therapists though who are specifically skilled in dealing with clients with sexual trauma, because there's a whole array of different states that can emerge from having gone through those type of experiences, and they know how they can see it. They know the symptoms. They can just ask the right questions and things. And they also have they also have tried and proven interventions to deal with the different layers and the different, forms of these type of results from having experienced these traumas. So get help, but if you could also get help specifically from therapists or helpers who deal specifically with sexual trauma, that should prove beneficial or more beneficial for you, if you can, it's just like, they say if you go to a doctor and you have ENT, ear, nose, and throat, I say if you have a problem with your nose, you go to the specialist. So it's the same principle, right? So, if you have a podiatrist, them deal with foot. You have gastroenterologists, them deal with stomach, So it's the same principle, right? So a gastroenterologist going to know more about problems in your stomach than a podiatrist whose specialty is with foot or is just a GP, a general practitioner. So if you can find a therapist or a helper who is specifically trained or practice in that area, that should prove more helpful. All right. I'm about to leave. See you guys tomorrow on Ragashanti TV on YouTube, 1 o'clock for free up. Let's have some fun over there tomorrow, 1 o'clock. That's 1 o'clock Eastern, 1 o'clock New York time, which I think is 12 noon Jamaica time. So that's 12 noon Jamaica time tomorrow. Right, President? That is it, right? And again, that is on the Ragashanti TV channel on YouTube. Ragashanti TV, right? So when you go over YouTube, put in Ragashanti TV, Ragashanti space TV. And again, that is 12 o'clock Jamaica time, 12 noon Jamaica time, 1 o'clock U.S. East Coast time, which I think is 10 a.m. California time. California is 3 hours behind, right, President? California, West Coast is 3 hours behind, right? So it's 10 a.m., right? All right? Take care of yourself, people. Be kind to you and yours. And do remember that I'll be back right here on Friday night on the Bridge 99 FM, 8 o'clock Jamaica time, 9 o'clock U.S. time. That's this Friday for a simulcast on the Bridge 99 FM in Jamaica and also on Harry Jam Radio in New York. Take care of yourselves, people. Take care of yourselves, people. Be nice. Clean in the bathroom. Don't leave no dirty plate in the kitchen sink. And thing. Balance up on the thing. Take care of you and yours. Enough love and blessings. All right? Outer road.